Next is a class on the Śrīmad-Bhāgvatam, first canto, 7th chapter, text number 15, given by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, recorded on September 13th, 1976, in Vrindavan, India.
Mata Sisubunang Nidhanam Sutana Nishamma Ghoram Paritapramana Sada Dujaga Basu Kolaru Puraksi Tang Santayam Aha Kiritamali. So Draupadi's 5 sons were killed. 5 sons by 5 husbands. You know the history of Draupadi. She had 5 husbands, which is forbidden nowadays. Although in some hilly districts, still the system is current that one woman has got 5 or 6 husbands. This practice was there even in high circle. That is now forbidden. Devarena sutatpatri kalau pancha vivarjayat. Don't try to imitate Draupadi. That is not allowed in this age. Asamedam gavanamam Parapaitikam Devarena Sutatpatti Kalaupancha Vivadya. So when Draupadi was gained by Arjuna, the 5 Pandavas were in the forest, incognito. So when they came to their mother in jubilation, they exclaimed, "Mother, we have got a very nice jewel." So mother said, "All right, my dear sons, enjoy it for all of you." So on the order of mother, they accepted Draupadi as a common wife. But that does not mean she had many sons, only 5 sons. By the 5 husbands, 1 son. That is also under system, not competition, that each husband will produce dozens of children. No. So, when the mother understood that her sons were killed, certainly she was very, very unhappy. Mata Sisunam Nidhanam Sutana Nishamma Ghoram Paritapamana, lamenting. That is natural. So, Sada Dujat Basko Korakulaksi, with tears, just crying, and Tang Santayam, pacifying, Aha Kiritamali. Kiritamali is Arjuna. So, they are directly connected with Krishna. Draupadi's another name is Krishna. And still, they had to suffer the material pangs. Not that because one is Krishna conscious, there will be no material suffering. Actually, those who are Krishna conscious, they have no material suffering. Although it appears that they are suffering. They are not suffering. They can accept any so-called suffering and accept it as mercy of Krishna. They never take it as suffering. Tattena kampa susamiksamana bhunjana evatma kritam vipaka. The devotee, when he is in suffering, so-called suffering, he accepts it as the mercy of Krishna. Tattena kampa. And he rather thanks Krishna that I had to suffer many more times, but you have minimized it, giving me little suffering. So it is your mercy. And if anyone lives on that attitude, everything taken as Krishna's mercy, then he is guaranteed to go back home, back to God. Mukti padesha dayabhak. Dayabhak means he is going back to home, back to Godhead, is exactly like the inheritance of property by the son. Mukti padesha dayabhak. So we should learn from the Pandavas that Krishna was always present with them. Still they had to suffer so much material tribulations. So they were never unhappy. Neither they requested Krishna that, my dear friend Krishna, you are always with us. Still we had to suffer. Never expressed that. That is pure devotion. Never try to take any benefit from Krishna. Simply try to give benefit to Krishna. Do not take any benefit from Krishna. This is pure devotion. Perhaps you know that once upon a time Rupa Goswami desired that if I would get some nice foodstuff, I would have invited Sanatana Goswami and cook some nice food. He desired like. They are living Vrindavan here and there under the shade of a tree. They had no stock, nothing. So one very beautiful girl came and offered rice, dal, ghee. She said, Baba, we have got some festival. In this country, they address saintly person as Baba. So she offered so many things, and he immediately invited Sanatana Goswami. They are living separately. And Rupa Goswami was a very good cook also. So he prepared very nice preparation and offered to Sanatana Goswami prasadam. So Sanatana Goswami astonishingly inquired, where you got all these nice things in this forest? So he told the whole story that in the morning I desired just a few little time. And one very beautiful girl came and offered these ingredients. So after hearing the description of the beautiful girl, Sanatana Goswami could understand that she was Radharani. So immediately he chastised Rupa Goswami that you have taken service from Radharani. This is not good. We are trying to give service to Radharani and you have taken service from Radharani. So this is Vaishnava consideration. They are firmly determined not to bother Krishna with anything, simply to serve. Anukulyena Krishnanasana. Similarly, Krishna also finds opportunity where to serve his devotees. This is the reciprocation. The devotee wants to serve Krishna without any return. And Krishna also wants to serve devotee whenever there is opportunity. This is the transaction of love, not to take anything in return. Aslishama padaratan pinastama manmahatam karotama adarsana jatha tatha va vidadhaturam pata mat prananathasya. This is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teaching that from Krishna's side he may do whatever he likes. That is full surrender. Still he is my master. He is nobody else. He is still my worshipable master. Bhaktivinoda Thakur has sung, Manasa deha geha jo kichu moro otpino tua pade Nanda Kishore. Nanda Kishore is Krishna. So, this is full surrender. My dear Nanda Kishore, whatever I have got, now I am offering everything to you. Oh, what I have got? Manasa deho geho. I have got my body, I have got my mind, and a so-called home, or a wife, or a few children, what I have got. So everything is offered to you. Manasa deho geho jo kichu moro. This is full surrender. Now he says, Maravi rakhavi jai chatuha. I am surrendering to you everything. Now, if you like, you can save me, or if you like, you can kill me. This is full surrender. So these Pandavas are the best example, and better than the Pandavas, there are other devotees, and the topmost surrendered devotee are the gopis. There is no more higher exalted devotees than the gopis. Therefore, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recommended that the gopis, Ramma Kachit Upasana Brajavadhu Varga Bhijakul. There is no better type of worshipping Krishna than the method by which gopis worship Krishna. Their love was so intense that they did not care for any family, any honor, or any prestige, nothing. That is the highest, topmost loving state of Krishna. And Krishna also loved the gopis so much so that Krishna asked them that you cannot expect any return from me for your ecstatic love. I cannot. It is beyond my power. So they purchased Krishna, and the topmost gopi is Radha. So we should not consider these gopis' dealings with Krishna as ordinary material dealings. It is not that. Ananda chinmaya rasa pratibhavitabhi tabhi eva nijurupatayakara. The gopis are expansion of Krishna's pleasure potential. That is described by Srila Jiva Goswami. Radha Krishna pranaya vikiti alladini shakti asma. Alladini shakti. Krishna has got the pleasure potential. Parasa shakti vividhaiva suyate. He has got multi-energies. In the Vishnu Purana it is also said, Parasa Brahmana Shakti Sadvedam Akhilam Jagat. Whatever we see, that is display of the potencies, different potencies of the Supreme Personality of God. Just like the sun is 93 millions of miles away from this earthly planet, still we are getting heat and light, energy of the sun. Similarly, Krishna is in the Goloka planet. Goloka eva nivasati akhilatma bhuta. That is Krishna's energy. Although he is in the Goloka planet, which is the topmost planet in the spiritual world, you cannot estimate how far the spiritual world is from this material world. From material calculation, they say it takes about some 40,000 of years to go to the limit of this universe. Then beyond that universe there is the spiritual world, parah tasmat tu bhava anna, another nature, bhaktya sanatana. Then you pass through the spiritual world, Brahma Jyoti. There are innumerable, unlimited number of Vaikuntha planets. Then above all of them, there is the planet Goloka Vrindavan, where Krishna resides. It is said in the Brahma Samhita, Goloka namni nijadhamni tale chatasya. Goloka namni nijadham. That is Krishna's personal planet, Goloka Vrindavan. Goloka namni nijadhamni tale chatasya. Devi Mahesha Haridhamu Sute Suteshu. There are other planetary systems, Haridhama, Vaikuntha Dham. Then this material world is called Devi Dham. And between the Goloka, between the spiritual world and material world, there is Goloka Namni Nidadham Nitaleta Tasya Devi Mahesha Dham. So there are so many status of planetary system. Each planet is full with living entities. The spiritual planets, they are full of living entities. They are all liberated, nitya mukta. And those who are within these material world planets, they are nitya baddha. Nitya baddha, nitya mukta. There are two kinds of living entities. The nitya baddhas are only few. But the nitya muktas are many, many. This material world is only 1/4 energy of the creation. The 3/4 energy is in the spiritual world. And here, in the 1/4 energy, there are innumerable universes. And each universe is full with different types of planets. And each planet is full of living entities. But these rascals, they say, there is no living entity, it is sand and rock. This is not the fact. You have to understand from the Vedic literature about the planets, which planet is existing, where is spiritual world, where is material world. All informations are there. Don't speculate and simply think that this planet is full of living entities, all other planets are vacant. This is most unusual argument. There is no meaning. But we are not concerned with that. We have got our own information from the Vedas So Krishna's pastimes is going on somewhere or elsewhere it is going on. Therefore his pastimes are called Nitya Lila. Nitya Lila Prakash. This Vrindavan Lila is Nitya Lila. It is going on continuously, somewhere or other, within this material world. And the spiritual world, it is permanently there. So the Pandavas, they are associates of the Nitya Lila. They are not ordinary human beings. Wherever there is Krishna Lila, they go. Therefore Arjuna asked Krishna that how can I believe that you, first of all, many millions of years ago, you spoke this philosophy to the sun god. So Krishna replied, Bahuni me janmani, what is that verse? Bahuni me betitani janmani tavacharja. Arjuna, both you and me were together, and we have passed through many different leelas, but you have forgotten, I remember. That is the difference between God and the living entity. They cannot be equal. We forget, the Mayavadi philosopher, they put this argument that because we have forgotten, now in Maya we have forgotten that we are God. So what kind of God he is if he forgets? God never says, I have forgotten. Krishna says, Vedaham samiti tani. I know past, present, future. So where is the question of forgetting? If somebody forgets, that God is different from the God who does not forget. Therefore you have to accept two. Immediately you have to accept Dvaitava. One forgetting God and one not forgetting God. You cannot accept one. That is not possible. And that is the fact. That's why Krishna said that I remember when I spoke to sun god, you have forgotten. So there are two. Similarly, Krishna's another name is Achyuta. He never falls down from his position. And if we fall down from the position, that we are not on the same level. We may have some power, and we can claim that I am God. That we can claim, but not that God, like Krishna. Therefore two words are there, Ishvara, Parameshvara. The Brahma Samhita, therefore it is described that Ishvaras there may be many, but not Parameshvara. Parameshvara is one. Ishvara Parama Krishna. So these Mayavadis, they forget this, that Ishvara, Parameshvara, there are two words. Atma and Paramatma, there are two words. So, they are not equal. And Krishna said, Matta Parataram Nanya. He is supermost, Ishvara. Nitya Nityanam Chetana Chetananam. Although both of us are Nitya, eternal, and living entities, still there is difference. He is supreme, living entity, we are subordinate. Prabhu and Anu. Vibhu and Anu. This philosophy is perfect, and anyone who accepts this Mayavad philosophy, that the God and living entity are on the same level, they have got 4 fund of knowledge. Thank you very much.